Hey guys, so I'm putting out my video a little early this week. I got quite a few books, so once I got it done, I decided that I'm just going to go ahead and put it up. These are going to be my comics for this week. Yeah, so let's get into it. Alright then, so first off from Dark Horse, man, I got 3 books from Dark Horse this week. I got Briggsland #2. This is about like a white supremacist family and like a takeover that's going on and stuff inside the family. And issue 1 was really good. I really enjoyed it. Next up, I got Harrow County, #16. I can't really say that I've been digging Harrow County the last couple of issues. I think that once I get to about issue 14 or 15 of a series, I just kind of get bored with it. And that's on me. It doesn't have anything to do with the series. The series is still great. But, then lastly, from Dark Horse, I got Lady Killer, second run of Lady Killer, #2. Issue 1 on this was still pretty good. Can't say that I enjoyed it near as much as I enjoyed the first thing, but maybe I'm just used to it. But still, man, Jolie Jones' art, it was freaking phenomenal, and her story was pretty decent. From DC, for somebody that's trying to stop reading DC and Marvel as much, I'm still picking up a lot of these Rebirth titles. I got 4 of them this week. I got Batgirls and Birds of Prey. Really like this cover. It's a variant cover on it, but really enjoying what's going on between Batgirl and Huntress, and it's kind of funny to have Black Canary in the middle of it all. Really enjoying this whole Oracle storyline. I hope that it keeps up. I'm enjoying this book, I think, more than I'm enjoying Batgirl. Got Green Lanterns #6. I'm enjoying this book alright. I like the whole buddy cop thing that's going on, and I'm a huge Red Lanterns fan, so yeah, gonna keep checking this out. I got Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps. It's hard for me to say, but I think that I like this book better than I do the Green Lanterns book. There's a lot more going on to me in this book, and it's just a little more interesting to me. And any book, man, that Hal Jordan's going to get the crap kicked out of him, pretty much every book, I'm going to be a huge fan of. And lastly, I got Red Hood and the Outlaws, #2. This story's really been a really slow burn, but, it's given me a lot of background information on Jason Todd, and really like an Artemis in introduction in the last issue. I'm pretty sure we're going to get introduced to Bizarro in this issue. And yeah, I can't wait to see this wacky team go on the road and try to take down Black Mask. Then coming out from Dynamite this week, man, I got Battlestar Galactica #2. Really enjoyed the first issue of Battlestar Galactica. I've been waiting for this issue since I finished the last issue. I think this book's good for, fans of the old series, fans of the new series, just fans of sci-fi in general. I think that this is a really good, like, crossover type of book, and written by Colin Bunn, so how can you go bad? Next up, I got 6 books from Image this week. First off, I got Black Monday Murders. There was a lot going on in the first issue of this book. All kinds of graphs and timelines and family trees and all kinds of stuff that were going on in the first issue. Reminded me a lot of the book Odyssey and the first issue of that book. So I'm hoping that now that we've gotten that out of the way and I know who the characters and all are and where they come from, that they can get on with really telling me a kick-ass story here. I got The Fix #5. Anybody reading this book knows that it's just a bunch of wacky hijinks going on, man, disguised as some kind of a buddy police story. But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. Southern Cross #7, man. I really enjoyed the first arc on Southern Cross. At the end of the arc, they jumped through a wormhole, so I'm not sure what that does to the mystery that was going on, but all in all, man, it was a really good sci-fi book. I got The Spread #16. Finally glad that at the end of the last issue that they were getting ready to leave the town that they're in, the whole sanctuary town that they were in, because I was kind of getting a little bored with that. But, it's been a lot of backstory, giving us a lot of where everybody came from and everything. So, yeah, from here on out, I think that they can just shoot for the stars with this. Picking up Symmetry #7. This book is kind of funny because I I picked up issue 5 by mistake. It was in my file and I picked it up. Really enjoyed it, and proceeded to go back and buy all of the back issues on it. So yeah, I guess this is added to my file and I'm going to start picking it up now. Throwaways number 3. Really enjoying the story on this book. A really good mystery going on. Can't say that I'm the biggest fan of the art, but I mean, overall, it's been a really good, like, espionage, Black Opsy type of story, and somebody's about to get some payback. I got my one comic that I read from Marvel, The Unbelievable Gwenpool. Really loving this book. One of my favorite books I read. It's funny every issue. Last issue, I really liked the interaction between her and Miles Morales and just how funny she was. Don't really care for the fact this is a Civil War tie-in. That's kind of the reason that I'm getting away from reading the big two books. But this should be enjoyable no matter how it pans out. Then from Aftershock, I got Animosity number 2. I'm a sucker for any book that's post-apocalyptic involving animals. Really like Marguerite Bennett's writing. I've really been enjoying Insects and Red Sonja and everything else she's doing. So, yeah, man, really good book. You should check it out. From Oni Press, I got Jeff Steinberg's Saves the Champion of Earth. I thought it was Saves the World, but this book was freaking hilarious. One of my favorite things that I read last month. Didn't expect that it would be, but basically it's like an idiocracy story where the last guy in the world that should be the champion against aliens winds up the champion against aliens, and yeah, it was freaking hilarious. From Boom Studios, I got Weavers number 5 of 6. I'm really about ready for this story to be over. It hasn't been my favorite. It hasn't been bad. It just seems like it has really been a really dense read for me. But yeah. I got Gotham Academy and Lumberjanes. Really, I'm waiting for this story to kind of be over too. It hasn't really wowed me. I'm really enjoying Ghoul Scouts from Action Labs a whole lot more. It's kind of the same story, but yeah. From Lion Forge, I got Night Trap number 4. This book has been really good. I love a good hack and slash type book, and this has been right up my alley, written by Colin Bunn, so I'm always going to love that. But yeah. From 451, I got Neverland. By the title, you can kind of tell that it's a Peter Pan story, but it involves all kinds of like clubbing and drugs and suicide and all kinds of stuff going on in it. And I just wasn't really a huge fan of number 1. I'm going to pick up number 2 and see whether or not, it keeps me on. So far, I've liked all the 451 books that I've read. Sunflower and other stuff. So yeah, we'll keep checking it out. So that's it. I told you it was quite a few books. There were some books that came out this week that I didn't pick up. Doom Patrol number 1 came out this week. The second semester on Gotham Academy came out this week, but I'm going to go ahead and go to trade on Gotham Academy. Dark Horse had House of Penance come out this week, which all the horror books that I read from Dark Horse have just been amazing. So I'm sure that I'll probably pick that up and trade and check it out. I've also got a couple of trades coming out this week, but when I do my video on Friday after I get back from the shop, I'll show those off and everything. But I'm going to get off here. If there's something I didn't pick up that you're picking up, man, tell me about it. Let me know. I should be reading it, and I will talk to y'all later.